Dee 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 dee. Keto living is the life for me. Coffee, cooking, and recipes. Spending my days with my doggies. So be a sport. Set your alarm for Wednesdays for the Warden's Report.
Welcome to the Warden Report. Welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Shelly, and I just do a weekly vlog. I show you when I do my grocery haul. Right now, my challenge is to do $75 a week groceries, and that's for 2 adults, myself and my husband, HungryHeath, hence the name of the channel. And then I also just share what's going on, what I eat every week, and how things are going. So how are you doing? And then go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you are new. If you are returning, like I know so many of you do, thank you so much for coming back every week to watch the Warden Report. I really appreciate it. And I love reading all of the comments so very much. They just mean the world to me. So another week, right? It is almost 10:30. I'm having my coffee. Look, it's so full, I can't even put my lid on it. So, coffee this morning is, I finally got my bulletproof MCT oil. So I have it on a subscription, but I always check to see if I get it cheaper, right? And that's one thing I'm kind of learning from some of these frugal videos. If you do have anything on subscription, always check to see if you're actually getting the best deal with that subscription. So with the MCT oil, it still was cheaper doing the subscription because they give a discount doing it directly through Bulletproof. And I didn't know this, they give you some kind of free gift when they send it out, which I'm like, okay, cool. And it said in the description, it was their Mentalist coffee. And I'm thinking, okay, I probably get a sample. Y'all, they sent me a full-size 12-ounce bag of their ground Mentalist coffee. I'm like, that's a huge, I think that's an awesome free gift. So, especially since, I love coffee, so I'll definitely use it. So I thought, well, not only am I saving on getting the MCT oil, but I'm also saving because I got basically a free bag of coffee. So that's always nice to have. I'm not having it this morning. Heath always makes my morning coffee, and so he's still using the Trader Joe's pumpkin spice, which is what I have here. That's so good. And so it's just that, some MCT oil. I'm out of my creamer. Oh well, I will survive. I will survive. And but what I did is we had some leftover heavy cream. So we needed heavy cream for something last week. I forget what it was. But anyways, I think for Heath's frittata. So I used some of that heavy cream and I foamed it up and put that on top. That's why it's so full. And some, of course, pumpkin spice mix on it. And yeah, it is freaking delicious. So that is my morning coffee. So I'm still doing, I wait at least 90 minutes. Honestly, most of the time it's 2 hours. Somebody's like out here. They keep backing up and going. Sorry, nosy. Like, because my window, I'm in my office right now, and it has the front facing window, and I can look out, and there was some truck. I mean, we're right at a corner, so there's a stop sign, so a lot of cars do slow down, but this car actually slowed down, backed up, and then slowly went like they were checking something out. And I don't know what, because Heath already put up all our Halloween decorations. So why he's scoping my house out? They could have been the neighbors, because the neighbor across the street, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but their grass keeps getting about 2-3 foot tall. So who knows? So yeah, that's what's going on. So back to the subscription. Again, always check that. I thought that was a good deal. So not only did I save on that, but I also got a free bag of coffee, which I think their coffee is usually like $15 or so. So I thought it was a nice deal. I'm happy about it. The other thing I noticed, because I'm on this frugal kick, right? Really trying to save, got taxes due in a month. Excuse me. Let me have another sip. Got a lot of taxes due. So the homeowner's taxes and all that, because I pay that separately. And this year's been a struggle, so kind of last minute here, trying to save everything so we could pay that all off in December. So I was checking things, and I've been watching all these, like, what you buy this week at Kroger, what you should get this week at Aldi. Hold on. Y'all, I'm sorry. What are you chewing on? Sam? I think he's chewing on, there's like a, yeah, he is. He's chewing on that cabinet. Samson. No, sir. You have toys. Look at him. He's like, bud. Sam. I'm going to have to go and correct. Oh, now you're going to come over here. I mean, it's not like it's a high-end. It's an extra cabinet he got off of a job, so. But still, those are not good habits to have. I don't know why he's doing it. What are you lacking? Why are you chewing on my cabinet? You just trying to get attention? He's only got a tote full of toys. So, yes. So, anyways, I watching all these, right? So, Kroger's. No. No, sir. I'm going to give him a minute. Kroger, having some really good deals this week on certain things, so make sure you're checking that. So I saw at my local Kroger, it looks like the prices vary where you're at, but they had chuck roast for $3.97 a pound. I want to get a couple of those. They have their turkeys for 49 cents a pound. Now, H-E-B has their turkeys for 45 cents a pound. And then the deal is, like at Kroger, you have to buy at least $25. Or if you buy $125, you get it for free. At H-E-B, you have to spend $20. And it's like, well, I don't know. We'll see. But I think those are good prices for turkeys. I mean, anytime you get a good source of protein for less than $1 a pound, I mean, you have to grab it because you never know. I mean, turkey's not my favorite thing, honestly. But for that low of a price, I will suffer through it. And then the other thing is their Angel Soft toilet paper is actually like, it came out to 0.001 cent per sheet. So it was cheaper than I normally do the Amazon Presto subscription. But this was cheaper, so I put that subscription on hold, and I'm going to go get the Angel Soft because it's a better price. And I have found that sometimes when they have it in stock at Dollar Tree in their $5 section, but this is $4.99. So definitely going to do that. But some really good deals at Kroger. Trying to think what else there was. The other Kroger item that I'm also excited about is their thick cut bacon. It's a 3-pound. Normally it's like $19, but I've seen it for $16 before. You know how they change the prices all the time. Well, it's on sale for $3.99 a pound. So for the 3 pounds, it's $11.97. So not as cheap as last week's bacon, but hey, going to get it because I know we always need bacon. So got that on there, and then I'm going to check out Aldi. I know Aldi has their Baby Bella mushrooms for 99 cents. Oh, and I heard that Kroger has their large avocados for 99 cents. So I'm going to have to compare that to the Aldi one. I'm going to see if Aldi has their avocados on sale this week because usually theirs are cheaper. Usually the produce is cheaper at Aldi, but we'll check it out and see. So we'll see what happens. I saw that Mama Bear Lynette got some really good deals at Kroger's Markdown. So might go over budget a little bit just checking out some of these great deals, y'all. but we'll see. That's the plan. So Saturday, though, I actually have to take Delilah to go get her biannual, I don't know. But anyways, twice a year she has to get the Pro Heart injection, so she doesn't get heartworms, and they have to, of course, always check her, they always have to do a heartworm blood test before they give it. So that's what I'm doing Saturday, is getting that done for her. And then I'm sure afterwards we'll go and get her a pup cup, because that's traumatic, having to get a shot. So yes, that is what we're going to do this Saturday. And then after that, we'll take her home, and then I'll hit up the Aldi and Kroger's. So I'm excited to see what we get. The one guy I was watching, his name is Adventures with Dano. I'm still on the fence of what to think about him. Did you all hear that? I'm still on the fence of what to think about him. Some of the frugal type channels, they're a little fear-mongering, and that kind of, I don't need that type of vibe. So still on the fence, but he does do really good, thorough reviews of the sales. And what's really cool is, he remembers, he was like, oh, this is marked this, but 2 weeks ago it was at this price, and last year it was at this price, blah blah blah. So that's pretty cool that he can keeps track of all that with all the different stores. Like he does Meijer, Kroger, Aldi, all these different stores, and he remembers. So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing he probably has some kind of spreadsheet where he tracks everything, but I mean, that's good to do, right? So then hey, am I getting a good deal or not, right? So yeah, that, we'll see what I end up getting. Today's going a great day. Everything's going great. Just kind of busy at work, trying to get things done. Friday is technically a bank holiday. That's when a lot of but a lot of places will be closed tomorrow because of Veterans Day, which is technically on Saturday. So because of that, it's not actually a federal holiday on Friday. So we still needed people here to process some transactions, because especially wires, they have to get done. So it's not a treasury is still open, so we still have to do them. So I volunteered, which of course it's double pay, y'all. So I get my 8 hours of bank holiday pay, plus I'm going to get whatever hours I work. So I'll be getting double pay all the hours I'm here, and I'm all for that. Yes, let's do that, right? So I'm excited about that. She just took a couple volunteers, so not the whole team. So of course I was one of the first ones. I'm always like, hey, overtime, extra time, anytime you need me, come in. I am here. I will work it. Come on. So yes, I will be busy on Friday as well, but I know some of you will be off. So if you did have the day off, what do you do on your day offs? What do you enjoy doing? Heath still has to work, of course. The only holidays he actually gets paid off is Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. That's it. Out of the whole year, just those 2 days are paid holidays. So he even has to work on New Year's Day. Which this year it actually works out because Christmas falls on a Monday. So he gets a 3-day weekend because he's normally off on Sundays and Tuesdays. So also having that Christmas Day off means he'll be off for 3 days. That's pretty cool. So he just realized it last night, and he's all excited. So I'm excited for him too. That'll be nice. I will be back at work on that Tuesday, the 26th, because I was like, look, I don't need to have any of these holidays off, so I'll work before and after to make sure we have coverage. So if I had known better, if I had planned better, I probably would have taken the 26th off, just so then I could be with Heath. We would have had a 4-day, I would have had a 4-day, but we could have had a 3-day weekend together. Oh well, that's how it works out, right? So yeah, what do you do on, I would say, non-big holidays? Of course, Christmas and Thanksgiving off, more likely you'll have some kind of plans. But if you got off on the 10th for Veterans Day, did you go and show, remembrance to our veterans that served? And again, shout out and thank you to any veterans. Or, what did you choose to do that day? Just curious what people do. I don't know, it's like on those days, it's kind of like, what am I going to do today? Usually I'll sleep in and then clean the house. Like, I'm like, well, what else am I going to do? I would probably have gone grocery shopping, as I do find if you, especially like Kroger, if you go during the week, seem to find better deals than if you go on a Saturday or Sunday. So, and hopefully getting there on Saturday, I'm hoping to find some markdowns. I would love some markdowns, please. Alrighty, lunch today on this Thursday. I did fast Wednesday, so today is my feasting day. So what I've got is 3 Pernell sausages, and this is the free Sargento cheese I got, which I got the Colby Jack from Kroger. So I've got a total of 2 slices on for all 3. And then I've got some of my fermented mayo, some kimchi, sauerkraut, a couple of olives, and of course my avocado. Gotta have that. And then the bright red you see is that fermented hot sauce, the fermented Cooper's Inferno. So freaking good, y'all. So good. And then we made the famous Ketochow fudge. Heath was really wanting some. So we took the pumpkin spice caramel Ketochow, mixed it with the Lily's pumpkin spice chips, and a little bit of the dark chocolate chips. That is what this is. And I have to say, it is so good, but it is like, you see how small it is. It is so rich. So we put them into little bitty pieces. Dinner this fine evening, I air fried some Brussels sprouts with bacon and tomatoes. And then in the middle here, I stir-fried. I got shaved pork from Kroger for $2.39 for a 14-ounce package. So really good deal, because I think it's normally either $5.99 or $6.99. And I added to it we had a little bit of cabbage left, plus some onion and jalapenos. And then at the end here, I've got just a sweet potato that I sliced into chips. He said they're called home fries. Home fries. I put those in the air fryer as well. I just dusted with salt and cinnamon. And then, of course, I've got my avocado here. And to drink, join another one of those pumpkin pie sparkling waters. Happy Friday! So excited. I hope y'all are having a great Friday. I am at work. It's already almost 10:30. Having my coffee now. So awaited that time. And now that I'm out of the creamer, my coffee is just the MCT oil, and I put a little butter in today, that Kerrygold Aldi brand. And Heath made me the new free coffee I got from Bulletproof, which is the Mentalist coffee. Pretty good. I mean, there's no flavor or anything. Just like a good, I don't really know if it's medium or dark roast, but it tastes more like a medium roast. I hope I'm right. It's good. And one thing, because I do like the Bulletproof brand, anybody else, let me put this in here like this. Anybody else use Bulletproof or like any of the Bulletproof products? Let me know down below. I did put in to apply for an affiliate link, because I was like, well, I mean, I know we're going to be using it. Oh, it is a medium / dark roast. Okay, I got more of the medium. But it did have a nice kind of dark color. It says it's supposed to be rich and nutty. I don't get the nut. That's all. So let me know if you would be interested in that. I mean, I applied. I don't know if we'll be approved. I don't know what their requirements are necessarily to become an affiliate. But I was like, well, I'm I'm using it. I'm on the MCT oil subscription. I do feel like the MCT oil does help me. So, I mean, and I like that creamer a lot. So I was like, well, I mean, might as well and just see what happens, right? So I'll let you know the update whenever we find out from them if we are affiliates. But yeah, the coffee's pretty good. I don't know if I would necessarily buy it. I have so much coffee, I feel like, right now. So I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to like go and buy any more coffee. It's certainly not in the budget for the last, what is it, 6-7 weeks of the year. But, I mean, it would be something that maybe I would consider, especially if there's a sale. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's Friday. I'm at work. We're, like, all caught up, but we have wires that are out there pending, so we have to wait until all of those get basically processed before we can leave. But that's basically my day today. I am super excited about this Friday night feast. We are making all appetizers, so I hope y'all were able to tune in to that. If not, go back and watch some great appetizers. And depending on what time I am off of work today, I plan to go to Kroger because Fridays at Kroger, you get quadruple the points for what you spend for fuel points. And I think I already have like 290 points or something towards gas. So I mean, if I could get like another 140 points, or I think it was 160 is what I calculated today, then I mean, that adds up. And I know I'm going to need gas probably in another week or so. So yeah, if I can do that, and, you know, she's thinking, you know, 3 p.m., but it might even be earlier, just depending on when these wires finally get done. So hey, if I get off and have time to run over to Kroger for an hour, get the stuff we need, get those points, I'm all about layering this stuff up, right? Because I know I'm going to need that 10 cents off of gas. So anybody else do that, use theirs for the gas discount, because that is really come in handy sometimes. For lunch today, it is on the go. I've got 4 slices of bacon and some of my mayo and our fermented hot sauce. I'm running out the door because I'm going to go to Kroger and do my shopping and come back kind of on my lunch break. I just have to sign back into work after 3 to finish a report, and then I'm done. So why not take it on the road? Y'all are going to get a grocery haul a little earlier in the video this week. So if you like grocery hauls, I'm doing it every week. My budget is $75, so we'll see what happens. This week, because today was like a holiday, but I still worked, but I didn't have to work as long. So what happened, the dogs, my boss was like, you know what, you don't have to run the report till after 3, so if you want to clock out now. So I clocked out like a little after 1:30, ran to Kroger, because again, those 4-time points, that's so awesome. So I did that, came back, ran the report. Now I'm going to show you all the deals and if I'm within budget. What did I spend this week? All right, y'all, this is some meaty goodness. Look at all this stuff I found. So I'm going to start with the Egg Life. So I like with Kroger, and this is a Kroger haul. With Kroger, each area kind of has their markdowns. So in the dairy section, they have markdowns. I found this package of Egg Life marked down to $3. So, I mean, what does it say? Best if used by the 16th. Yeah. So we'll definitely use that. But I was like, $3. That's generally half the price. It's worth it to me. And so that's why I grabbed that. And then the other thing they had, which I found out from another haul video, was this wild Pacific salmon. Now, it says pre-portioned. Oh, because when I looked, it said the whole skin on filet, so I thought it was a whole filet. But then on here, it says pre-portioned. So maybe it's pre-portioned inside? I don't know. I've never bought these before, but it was £1.25 is what you get. Oh, look, I guess I could have just looked in here. So it is pre-portioned. Oh, that's so cool. So that'll be something that Heath and I could have. And the only ingredient is salmon, which is awesome. And these were on sale, y'all, for $5.99. Sorry, a package. So, I mean, that was a savings of $7. I saved more than it originally cost. And it's wild salmon. So, I got 2 of those packages. Limit, it was 5, but I was like, well, we'll get 2 because I don't know how good they are. Because usually when I get wild salmon, I get it fresh and we eat it that day. So, super excited about that. Then the next thing is they had their thick cut bacon, 3 pounds, on sale for $3.99 a pound. So it was only $11.97 for 3 pounds. And that's a savings of over $7. So super excited about that. And then, as I was going in the meat department, I love always looking for their markdowns. And the gentleman was walking over to put this in the markdown. I was like, oh, hold up. I'll grab it. So I grabbed it. He said he thinks the package is a little over 2 pounds. But, I mean, it's 10 of them. 10 pork chops for $6. He loves these, like, for his lunch. So this will be perfect. 1 week he can, smoke or grill these up and then have it for his lunch all week. So that's great meal prep there. And then on to their roast beef, their chuck roast. Look how beautiful these are. And I believe these are boneless, yes. And so you see the price was $5.97. Originally it was $6.99, but they had a digital deal where it was $3.97 a pound. So I paid $11.40 for this chuck roast. So almost 3 pounds. And this one that's 2 3/4, I only paid $11 even. So super excited because, I mean, especially with the cold weather coming up, this is great for making stews and soups out of. So that'll be perfect. And again, another meal prep. I mean, $11, and I'm sure we'll get multiple meals out of it. So super excited about that. And then I also got the Land O'Lakes butter. It was actually cheaper than the Kroger butter. It was on sale, digital deal for $3.49 for that pound. So got that. And then the other markdown I found were these wings. So he said he's been wanting some wings. Now it is the full portion, but look, it was almost 4 pounds. It was 3.99 pounds. And, oh, no, I'm sorry. Almost 5 pounds. I read that wrong. I was reading the price per pound but this one was 5 pounds for $11.23. So even a better deal than I originally thought. So that's just over $2 a pound. That's awesome. So I'm going to separate those and put them into 2 freezer bags. So then we'll have 2 meals of that for $11, y'all. And then finally, the last thing I got was the turkey. So the turkey is on sale. If you spend $125, you get it for free. If you spend at least $25, then it's 49 cents a pound. So on this turkey, this is the smallest one I could find, was 13.2. So we ended up paying $6.50 for this turkey. And look that's almost $20 off of a turkey. So, I mean, $6.50. And again, this is something we can meal prep and eat on for several days, if not a whole week. Like, he can smoke it, and then we can break it up and have, different meals with it. I mean, yes, turkey's not my favorite, but we'll dress it up. And I mean, $6, if we could eat on that for a whole week, it was worth it. So all together, for my meat extravaganza, it came to $77.17. So yes, I'm over budget. Heath also went on Tuesday and bought some things at a couple stores, and he ended up spending $30 between 3 stores. So we're way over budget this week. Now, today I did have a $15 Kroger gift card, so that did offset it a little bit, so it only brought it down to $62, but still over budget. But I feel like when you have these deals like this, sometimes it's worth splurging, because this is stuff then I don't have to buy next week. Like, it is stuff that's going to get us through a few weeks. So, like, we don't have to buy bacon anytime soon. Now we've got another egg life, and then the wild salmon. So we've got several meals here. So I feel like, well, next week we shouldn't have to spend as much. So we'll see if we can maybe reduce next week to like $50. I know we still way more than $25 over budget. But if we could do that maybe for a couple weeks, that'll get us through.
Oh, I am at Dutch, and I got Delilah her pup cups, and she had to go to the vet and get a shot. So I'll put it down here. Oops, sorry, y'all. Putting it down there for her. And then I'll show you what we got.
So thank you to Brenda S. for this week's coffee, and not just coffee. She also bought me a coffee, and she bought Heath his large double rainbow. So how Heath orders his sugar-free, it's a sugar-free Rebel and sugar-free double rainbow, and he gets it blended. It is very delicious, y'all. So that's Heath's order. So thank you so much, Brenda S. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We thank you so very much. Y'all, we really appreciate y'all doing the Buy Me a Coffee, the link down below. So if you want to buy me and or Heath a coffee, click on that link. We really appreciate y'all. It means so much to us and supports our Dutch habit. So mine this week, because I know El Strange asked, how do you order at Dutch? So I'm doing this. I'm going to tell you, this one is a little carbier, but it is the sugar-free. It's their only sugar-free holiday flavor right now, and it is the peppermint bark mocha. And yes, so it's breve, meaning they use it with half and half. I did like it better when they had heavy cream. That's how I get it. Again, I feel like this is a splurge. That's why I only do it once a week. And I was like, you know what? I might just do it once a month. And then there's a big car coming. Oh, is he pulling? Okay. All right. Just making sure I'm not in the way. But anyways, so this is definitely a splurge. What I ordered the other times generally is an Americano. So I get a large hot Americano, and that way I can add my own cream or butter when I get home. And then depending on my mood, you could also just ask them to add some sugar-free syrups and to that. So I know that's also how Shauna does. So for example, if you don't want the half and half that they use, just say, I want a large Americano and add sugar-free chocolate macadamia. And then they'll add the sugar-free syrup. And then when you get home or wherever, just add your heavy cream then. So I think that's a good way of doing it. Or drink it black. I mean, it is good. It's pretty good coffee. So you can definitely have it just plain black. So that's how I order it. Let me know what your favorite Dutch coffee is. And again, thank you so much, Brenda. All right, here is my Aldi grocery haul. Yes, we are way over budget this week, but I am going to fix that because then the next 2 weeks, instead of 75, I'm going to make it 50. And honestly, with everything we've got this week from Kroger and Aldi, there's not really much we're going to need next week, other than like Heath needs more Zevia and whatever produce we want to get. So I think we could keep it in the $50 range. Let me show you what I got. So I got some more of this Swiss Aguier because it was on sale for $2.69. So I think it was 10 cents off. And of course, this 6-pack of avocados for $2.39. I mean, we love avocado, so I still feel like that's a good deal. This 3-pack of bell peppers was only $1.19. I think that's a really good deal. I mean, I've gotten them before for 99 cents, but $1.19. I mean, the green ones were like $2.69 for a 3-pack, so I think that's a really good deal for the multicolor. They still had their cranberries for 99 cents, and since I only have a third of a bag left, I was like, well, I'm going to grab some more, because I'm sure I could do stuff with it. And then we wanted some green onions. These are only 45 cents. And, I mean, that's a pretty big pack of them for 45 cents. So, he wanted that as well. And then we've got a butternut squash. And this is a little over 2 pounds, but it's only 69 cents a pound. And this is for our channel member cook-along this month. So, excited, y'all that are channel members. Be on the lookout soon for the recipe. I hope y'all love it. And then I also got, since it's still on sale, another one of their $1.89 goat cheeses. And this is the garlic and herb. And then he really wanted a salad, which, I don't know, y'all, it's kind of weird. It's cold outside. But anyways, he wanted a salad. So I got this one. And it was $1.79. So I feel like that was a little pricey, but that was the best price they had there. Their mushrooms, the Baby Bella, only 99 cents. So that's a really good deal. I mean, not as good as I got, at Kroger last week, but yesterday when I looked at Kroger, I didn't see any of their mushrooms marked down. So, awesome deal. And then we got some more of their jalapenos, 55 cents a package. So, still a good deal here. And look at the red ones. I'm excited. And then, because a couple of y'all mentioned getting the Waterloo spiced apple. Now, this to me was a little pricey. It was $3.98 for a 4-pack. But I was like, well, I kind of want to try the spiced apple. So, I went ahead and got it. So, that was, and I probably should have left that off. But I was like, well, I'm going to grab it while I see it. And then the other big splurge was the toilet paper. This was marked down, like you see, $429 2-ply, and it's 18 rolls. It was on sale for $12.99. Normally, I think it was $13.99 or more. But anyways, I figured out the cost. It's actually cheaper than the Angel Soft that is on sale at Kroger this week. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and that actually saves us pretty good because in December I had the auto delivery of the Presto with Amazon, which is typically cheaper. But, right now when you're seeing these markdowns, I always compare. So just because something's on a subscription doesn't mean it's always the cheapest price. So that saves me in December about $21. I'll just postpone that. And instead I'll have this. So, it's saving me quite a bit of money that I'm not going to have to pay out in December. So, yeah, I figured with everything, again, about $50 over budget this week. But I'm just going to fix it for the next 2 weeks. And I think we'll be fine. So I lunch on this fine winter/fall Saturday. What I've got here is a salad, since Heath had me buy a salad mix. So in the salad, I topped it with, it's like a 3-ounce portion of salmon that I got at Kroger yesterday. I just did it in the air fryer and put some seasoning on it. And then I've also got some sauerkraut, kimchi, avocado, that cilantro salsa, and some brie cheese. And I feel like there were, some red bell pepper, all of that in the salad mix. And then on the side here, I've got a couple of those baby portobello mushrooms and a jalapeno stuffed with that garlic and herb goat cheese. Oh yeah, and some pickled onion. So that is my lunch today. It looks scrumptious, doesn't it? Saturday night dinner, I've got a channel member exclusive. This is savory butternut squash Hasselback style. I also have, I think it's like a 4.5 ounce salmon fillet, that wild salmon. And I got to figuring, I was like, we are getting 4 dinners off of it, 4 meals. So Heath and I tonight, that's 2. I had one for lunch, that's 3, and he'll have one tomorrow. It's 4 meals for $5.99 for wild salmon. That works out to $1.50 a serving, y'all. Super affordable. And people want to say that eating meat is expensive. You can find deals and you can make it inexpensive and very nutritious. We all know that salmon, especially wild salmon, is so healthy for you, especially like for Heath with his nerves and everything, with his MS. Having salmon at least once a week is really helpful for him. So we do try to do that when we can. And I just topped it with our seafood seasoning, some Swiss Gruyere cheese, and I was like, well, I'm going to try it with a little cranberry and see how it works out. And then, of course, I've got an avocado here I'll be having on the side. Super excited for this. So Sunday night, I decided I'm going to break my fast. I think I'm about like 21 hours. And what I'm having is 4 slices of bacon. Kind of see that. A jalapeno, all done on the skillet. A little bit of my kimchi. Some mayo and that buffalo ranch. And then I've got my cup of kefir that I mixed with some flax and pumpkin. And that's dinner. It is Monday, y'all. I hope you're going to have a wonderful week. And get this. By the time you watch this, you've got a week until Thanksgiving. I mean, seriously, I know I've said this before, but this year, it just feels like it's going to be, did we have a 2023? Because it's just flying by so fast. So here it is, Monday. It's 11 already. I'm still sipping on my coffee. So I made my coffee after 10. I say I made it. Heath brews it for me. And then I reheat. I add my MCT oil and a little bit of butter to it. And that's my coffee now. So, been enjoying that. This is that Mentalist that I got from Bulletproof. It's pretty good. I do like the butter mixed with the MCT. I just find it gives it a good creamy flavor. And then it ends up having a little bit of like foam on top. So, that's how I've been enjoying my coffee. Today, I'm deciding, because technically, you know, I talk about mini pals, right? And I feel like she really has helped. And she says, you know, the last week of your cycle, you really shouldn't be fasting. And you should have a little higher carb than normal. So that's, you know, we had some butternut squash on Saturday. That definitely hit my carbs higher than normal. And yesterday, I just had some bacon. I was doing really just a fat fast yesterday. But I don't know. I'm deciding today. I might have maybe a dinner, or I might just keep fasting through. I don't know. We'll decide what I decide, right? Right. Anyhow, if I do decide, you will see that. I hear Delilah outside. She's like walking in the hall, and that's so cute. She will lay right in front of my office door. But if I open the door, she won't come in. Or if my door is not open, not closed, she will just still lay right outside. And I'm like, why don't you come in? Like, she just has to be right there. I don't know if she's doing that because then she'll be able to see if Heath is getting up or out of his office. I don't know. So funny to me. And of course, Sam's in here completely asleep. So, yes, that is what's going on. It's nice, chilly weather this week, so I am loving that. In fact, I was like, there's my slippers back there. They're like little vampire. But I was thinking I should put my slippers on, and then I just keep forgetting it. So, I'll probably do that in a little bit. And that's basically it. I'm learning something new at work this week, so I had a little bit of training this morning, so that'll be interesting. And I'm excited, you know, that I feel like I'm learning more, progressing more, so yay. All right, Monday afternoon. it's like almost 3. I'm having just my cup of kefir. I mix in flaxseed and a little bit of pumpkin, like a teaspoon and a half of pumpkin, and then I just mix that together with the spoon, and then I'm just drinking it. So good way to get some probiotics in for the day. Okay, for dinner tonight, I know I said it's kind of a fat fast. I mean, it's not really, but anyhow, what I'm having is 1 jalapeno. There's 3 slices of bacon, and then I have a sweet potato. You see how small it is, but I added about 2 tablespoons of butter, some walnuts, and some sucrin gold sweetener, and that's dinner. Plus I have my 1877 sparkling water. It is Tuesday. I am so excited. I hope everybody's Monday went well. Mine went really well. Great day, went fast, and yeah, I was pretty pleased. So you saw I had a meal last night. It was really good. I am definitely craving a little more this week, so we'll get that. Oh, I want to show y'all something. I hope it don't bother you, but look at that. Do you see that? Kind of gross, huh? He was like freaking out when he saw it, and I said, chill, babe, it's fine. And he was like, no, you got to go to the doctor. So I was like, well, Google that, because I hate going to doctors. And yeah, it's basically probably I coughed or sneezed is the most likely cause, and they say so there's no issues with it. It'll go away usually within 2 weeks. So I did change my contacts because I was like, well, you know, better safe than sorry. So I swapped out and put new clean contacts in. I am horrible about on these disposable contacts. I wear them a lot longer than they say to, but whoops. I mean, it looks clean, and, you know, I take care of them and everything, but I know you're not supposed to wear them that as long as I did. But it's fine. I'm good. So, yes, that is what I did. So I've got that going on, which just looks a little odd. He said last night it looked better after I changed. Well, I just pulled out my contacts altogether, and I just let my eyes kind of air the rest of the evening until this morning when I got up, and of course I had to wear them for work. So, and I guess I could wear my glasses, but dealing with 3 screens and little bitty numbers, I was like, I need something more precise. So anyhow, and I am enjoying my cup of coffee. So this is still that bulletproof mentalist coffee. I added MCT oil, a little bit of butter. Oh, that looks really bad right there. But anyhow, we'll try not to look at my eye. Maybe if I do that, it won't be so distracting, you know, because that looks normal. That I look like a normal person. So my MCT and my butter, and then Heath went to Kroger as well as Aldi, and he got heavy cream at Aldi because it was cheaper. And so I foamed up some heavy cream to put on top. It is freaking delicious. So I feel like that's like my treat coffee. So, and he did go to the grocery store today. So I won't be doing really a haul on next week's Warden report. I mean, I'll go over the information with you, but pretty much, I don't know. We'll see what the sales ads are tomorrow. But, you know, I have a new limit of $50 going forward for a couple weeks, so we'll just see how we do on that. All right, we'll talk to you later. I'm enjoying my kefir cup. So it's my homemade kefir here. And I put in a couple of teaspoons of the flax seeds, as that's a good prebiotic. And also it's been shown to help with, you know, keeping blood sugar low. But I think that's pretty common with most prebiotics. And so I think that's a good addition to the kefir. And that is something I learned from Donna Schwink. She likes to add flaxseed to her kefir as well. And then also a little bit of pumpkin, which is also a good prebiotic. So gotta feed both of those, y'all. If you are someone who is drinking kefir or taking these other fermented foods, you know, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, so forth, a yogurt. Make sure you're still getting plenty of prebiotics, because guess what? You don't want to eat all those and then they're in your stomach and they're like, okay, I'm starving down here. Where's my food? Right? That's what they're thinking. You know, these live bacteria, they need to live, so they need good food. So that's prebiotics. Garlic is a wonderful prebiotic, so try to add in garlic as much as possible. Ginger is good. There's some other ones too, which I don't give very much, but like Jerusalem artichoke, which I think that's the main one they use in the evolved their version of like Reese's cups. And so I've seen those at Sprouts and H-E-B before, but it's usually like a dark chocolate with hazelnut or something in the filling, or coconut. So, but I believe they use Jerusalem artichoke. Let me know if you eat that as well. Where do you find it? And then, yeah, so there's lots of great prebiotics. Just make sure to incorporate those in. So again, like pumpkin. Actually, I had a list here because I'm like, okay, yeah, you don't want to just eat all of these different, ooh, everything's jumping on me, y'all. All these great probiotics and never get all the prebiotics. Okay, I don't know what it just did here. That's weird. Anyhow, you can look up and Google prebiotics if you're like, okay, what's a good list to start with? I have seen all different, oh, here it is. All different types. So let's see here. Oh, fermented cheeses like Gouda, cheddar, Swiss, and Parmesan. I did not know that that was fermented per se. That is interesting. So look, some of you I know are like, oh, I don't like fermented foods. And it's like, but you're eating Gouda and cheddar and Swiss and yogurt. You're eating ferment. You could take the next step. I promise you, it'll be fine. So Tuesday's lunch, I've got a small sweet potato. I put some butter, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and Redmond's real salt. I got my 3 sausage patties, some of my mayo, and some pickled red onions. And then my fermentation plate, I've got an avocado, kimchi, sauerkraut, and fermented carrots. Yum. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the Warden report here. I know I haven't had dinner. Wow, it looks worse than earlier. So, aren't you all excited? You're like, ooh, this is so interesting. Now we get to see Shelly's gross things. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. Yes, I still have dinner tonight. I'm going to tell you what we're having. But Heath already put in the Instant Pot. Because remember, that uses the lowest electricity. So, Instant Pot versus oven, go with the Instant Pot. Anyhow, he put in one of those chuck roast I got at Kroger, and he seasoned it really well with our taco seasoning and some Redmond's real salt. So again, if you like any of our seasonings or hot sauces, I still have 2 bottles left of our regular MCT hot sauce. There's no MCT oil. That's just, it's called Moist Clown Tears. And I've got a handful of bottles left of the Cooper's fermented hot sauce. So it is truly a fermented hot sauce. I fermented it for 2 weeks. It is super, to me, it's way spicier than the MCT, which is already spicy. So if you're interested, any of that or any of our spices, hey, Christmas stocking stuffers. If you're interested, email HungryHeath@gmail.com. Let us know, and we accept donations for those spices or hot sauce. So get them in now, because y'all, it's just like 6 weeks left till Christmas. It's coming fast. So definitely get those order or donations in, and we will, email you back. So we have that coming up. And so he put the taco seasoning, which I have to say, out of all of our spices, I love, of course, the Texas 5 spice. When I want heat, that's my go-to. The other, I would consider everyday seasonings for anyone. My favorite is pork and poultry. If you've had any of our spices, let us know below which one is your favorite. Like, what is your, if I could only buy one, or if I could only donate to get one spice, it would be this one. I bet I know a couple of you what you would say. Let me see if you comment and tell me. Prove me right. So, yes. He did that, and then he just put it on. It was I think 2 hours. It was an insane long time. But he wanted it to just basically be shredded, fall apart, done. And it definitely is, but it is very juicy, very tasty. So we're going to have that, and we're going to do enchiladas. What he did is he then took out the shredded beef and all of the juices and some, of course, bits of the beef he left in there and added in and made a queso with the rest. And then, of course, the queso he can eat on probably the rest of the week. So we're going to make the enchiladas with that shredded beef. I'm going to add some fresh jalapeno, probably that cilantro salsa from Sam's. And then we're going to roll that up like an enchilada. I think that's what we decided. I can't remember. He changes constantly. It's either taco or enchilada. And if it's an enchilada, then we're going to cover it with the queso sauce. And that'll be dinner. Sounds really good, right? And then, let's see here. So that's it for the rest of the meals for the day. I am still so full from lunch, and it's been an hour and a half, but it was really good. And then, yeah, that wraps up the week. So I'm pretty pleased with our grocery hauls this week. I feel like I got some good deals. Yes, I know I went over budget, but you know what? When you're getting good deals on that meat, you gotta stock up on that meat, right? Because you don't know what the meat prices will be in another month or two. So, yes, I know we have plenty of meat and steaks and stuff, but I mean, roasts are always so versatile. That's a good price. And then the salmon, that's just a steal. So, I had Heath go today to Kroger because, today being Tuesday. So, when you're seeing this, it's over with. But I had him go on Tuesday and get another package of that salmon because you just can't pass up that deal. And salmon is so freaking healthy for you, especially wild salmon. Just so great for you health-wise. So I think that'll be good because then we can have a couple of those, every week, and it'll really, do well for us. So I've got that, and then we'll see, he went today and to Kroger to get those things, and I included that in this coming week's budget, because I restart the budget on Mondays. So, technically when you see the budget haul, that was last week's when you're seeing this. But anyways, so we're going to stick pretty much to the budget for this week, or for this coming week and the next week, $50 to make up for what we overspent. And I think we should be fine because honestly, we've got all the meat right now. So all we'll need to get is he also needed his Zevia, and that's $21. And then I know he said next week he's going to want his Rockstar, which is another $25. So, spacing those out at different weeks does help because that's a big chunk of the money. And then from there, it really would just be any produce if we need that. So we'll see, what's needed come this time next week. Then, yeah, y'all. A week from today, when you're watching this, is pre-Thanksgiving. So, yeah, that's going to be the mad rush to the grocery stores on Wednesday the 22nd. So that's going to be nuts. So I'm kind of thinking, like, I probably won't even go to the store on Saturday because the grocery stores are going to be a madhouse starting this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So tip, get there early, like as soon as the grocery store opens, or go very late at night and it won't be as hectic. One thing I heard from another channel is they said Aldi puts out all of their fresh produce in the morning. So if you go late at night, you might not have everything available. So I guess the early bird does get the worm. So anyways, let me know, where you at on your Thanksgiving shopping? Have you got everything you need? When are you going to go get it? I hope you're not one of the crazy people that's going to wait till next Wednesday, because I feel for you. Like, that just seems like, oh. So let me know. I'm curious to find out. And let me know, okay, what is your favorite thing for Thanksgiving? I love to hear that. And just a heads up to all of the channel members, this weekend you will be getting an email with the invite to this month's cook-along. In that email, it'll have the printable recipe card, and it'll have the link to the member-only video. So make sure you're looking for that in your email. We're going to do the cook-along on the 25th. So that's the Saturday after. So I hope to see all of you there. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because you're going to want to hear more of me. And then if you kind of like the idea of helping our channel, either buy me a coffee, support my Dutch habit. Like, seriously, that's all I'm asking. When you hit that buy me a coffee, you are supporting, I said but it's Heath as well, because let's face it, his drink's more expensive than mine. But anyways, you're supporting our Dutch habit, and we love anybody who supports our Dutch habit. So thank you for that. Or join our monthly membership, become a channel member by hitting that join button, and we will include you on those monthly cook-alongs. Also, the Buy Me a Coffee has a monthly membership as well. So if you'd rather do that, that's fine with us too, and you would still be part of the joining us and part of the email and so forth. So let us know, and I hope to see y'all there. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'm going to talk to you next Wednesday. So we'll be talking again before actual Thanksgiving. But y'all have a wonderful weekend. Can't wait to see you on the Friday night feast. And please stay tuned to see all of our wonderful channel members. Thank y'all again so much for all your support. I really appreciate it. We love you all. And honestly, the monthly cook-along, it's more about y'all, because then I get to actually spend time and see your beautiful faces and talk and chit-chat and just have time hanging out with friends.